What's up guys, and welcome back once again to Diddy Reviews. Today we're checking out the Mic Pro from Streamplify. Yes, they've sent another item over for me, part of their sort of streaming range and their new Pro range. And this is the Mic Pro. I've previously done the Cam Pro, so today we're doing the Mic Pro. So basically gonna have a look over the box, do an unboxing, show you what it comes with, everything like that. And then we're gonna get into do some plug it in so you can see the RGB effects, do some testing of the sound, and then wrap it up at the end. So we've got the Mic Pro here, as I said at the start, so let's talk about the features of it. So first of all, RGB, 192 kHz, 24-bit. That doesn't actually mean anything to me, I'm not an audiophile, that will hopefully mean something to somebody. 4 polar patterns, noise reduction, and we've got 4 condenser capsules, anti-vibration mount down there. Let's have a quick look at the full specs on the back. Hopefully you can see those. So it's the Mic Pro in black. I'm not sure if they do another colour, I don't think they do at the moment. It's got 14mm diameter condenser capsules. There's 4 of them. It can do 4 different pickup patterns, which is stereo, omnidirectional, cardioid, or bidirectional. I mentioned the sample rate a minute ago. Frequency response is 70 Hz to 20 kHz. Signal to noise ratio 82 decibels. Sensitivity -31 decibels. Sound pressure level 110 decibels. If this means anything to anyone, then that's nice to know, but I'll go through it anyway. Impedance 1 kiloohm. THD less than 3%, whatever that means. Audio out, yes, it's a 3.5mm jack. Mute function, yes. Power 5 volt. Plug and play. UVC UVA protocol, connection type USB-C, and cable out 180mm. Compatible device is obviously laptops, PCs, gaming consoles, as PS4, PS5, Xbox, and compatible with Windows 11, 10 and 8, Mac OS, Chrome OS. Tripod compatible, it's got a standard 5/8 inch thread. And RGB effects, there's 10 types of RGB effects, and you can turn it on and off. So that's all the specs covered. Let's get this unboxed and have a look at it. Right, so nicely packaged. Take this top foam off, and let's get the bits out. Quick start guide with it. Not really much to look at in there. Don't really need to know much about that, but if you do need to know, there is there. Cables, mentioned the cable length earlier. USB-C cable there, USB-C to C. They also give you a USB-C to A if you don't have a USB-C on your PC or whatever you're using it on. This is the top half of the anti-vibration mount with sort of the elastics around it to obviously stop unwanted noise from vibration. And there's the base of the stand as well, which is really, really nice. Got sort of a rubber thing at the bottom. But yeah, it's absolutely lovely. Got a little pass through here to pass the cable through. And we'll obviously get that set up in a second. And then lastly but not least, this is the Mic Pro itself. And as you can see, it's pretty big. Haven't really got anything to show as comparison, but yeah, it's a pretty big microphone. So we've got all the normal pattern around here. We've got the ring around here, which will be for your RGB. At the bottom, we've got headphones, and we've also got the USB-C for the obviously connection to the PC. It looks like we've got more RGB here, here, and here. We've got probably a button there, maybe the mute button. We've got a gain control here. Sorry, mute button's on the top there. I wonder if that's the modes. We'll find out, or that might be the RGB. We'll find out in a sec. And then you've got your patterns up here as well for your different cardioid and things like that, omnidirectional, bidirectional, everything like that. So that's it, guys. Really, let's basically plug it in and see what it's all about. Right, so we've got it plugged in, and as you can see, this is what it looks like when it's lit up. RGB around the bottom there, RGB on both sides. You can see there, I've tilted it up just so you can see it a little bit better and turned the lights off, so hopefully the video quality isn't too bad. And then this here, as you can see, we've got a little light in the middle here. This is your volume on it. So as you can see, it tells you what level you're at with that little subtle light there, which looks quite nice to be fair. So that's that. We've got, this is your RGB button. Press it once and it changes colour. So we've got static colours here by the looks of things. Go through all the colours. That sort of looks like multicolours. So it's got sort of a greeny, bluey, purpley going off there. And then we've obviously got one that moves around colours. It's not the smoothest RGB there, whether it's just the type of pattern, but as you can see, that's sort of a rainbow effect going around. And then we've got like single colours going at each time. Could be a little bit smoother, but it's not nothing to worry about. It's a microphone, you don't really need it to be the best RGB in the world, I suppose. And then obviously this is fade between colours. Again, we've got there we go, that's smoother, that's much smoother. And so that's obviously a different effect. So yeah, take back what I said, looks absolutely fantastic, nice and smooth. Obviously this is going to look better when it's in a dark room, but in terms of showing you on this video, obviously I want to keep the quality of the video as best I can, so I need some lighting on. And then we're around to static colours again. So we've got plenty of static colours on there. The only thing I don't see is like there's greens, there's a blue, there's a purple, there's a pink, there's sort of a turquoise with a mix effect in it, and there's the other ones that doesn't actually be able to see, like there's no red in there, which is odd to me, but hey ho. So there's your RGB effects. Looks really nice, quite subtle lighting I suppose, but in a dark room when you're gaming and things like that, it will probably show up a bit more and look a bit more spectacular. Obviously I mentioned before, it's got the anti-vibration mount on here, so you've got that there as you can see. To install this, it's really easy. There's this one ring here for connect the mic, and then one ring at the back here to connect it to the stand. Lastly, let's have a quick look at the top. We've got patterns here, so you can switch between the different ones. I assume that's just mute. I don't know how you change these. Aha, so you push the volume button in and it changes between them. You've got all your different settings there, so you've got sort of like, I think that's cardioid, omnidirection, bidirection, I'm not sure, I can't remember which ones these are, but you'll find those out anyway. So that's those there, and then I don't know how we mute it. Not managed to figure that out yet. So you literally tap it once at the top, and I was not noticing anything, but then you can see there's a red there. I bet that's why there's not a red on the RGB, because you'd think it's muted, and then literally just tap it again and it unmutes. So that's like there, and then we've got an adjustable bit on the stand here to adjust it around. So let's get it tested, see how well it performs, and we'll go from there. So now, as you can see on the screen, we've got Audacity. Yeah, we're using this to record the audio, and we're on the cardioid pattern, which is what most people will use for sort of streaming and things like that, I would have thought. Obviously if you're doing like, I don't know, podcasts and things like that, you're going to want sort of bi-directional or stereo or something like that, but we're using the cardioid pattern on this one, and hopefully you can see that the sound quality is actually really good. I'm really impressed with this. It records at a decent level. Obviously you can turn it up if you want, and it will record obviously at a louder level. Obviously it also depends on the software and things like that you're using for it, but this is obviously using Audacity. If you've not heard of that, it's a free piece of software. It's really good for recording audio and things like that, and you can even like take away background noise and everything like that. But as I can hear from this, I played it back to myself a few times now, and I can hear that the sound quality of it is actually very good. So I'm actually very impressed with this. So I can give it a thumbs up and a recommend for this. So basically, let's go back up top, and we'll see. We'll talk about what I think about this microphone, and obviously then I'll let you know where you can buy it and everything like that, and sort of prices and stuff like that. So there we have it, the Mic Pro. I've decided for the rest of this video to record it on this mic here. Obviously this is just next to my face, so hopefully it's picking it up quite well. I just wanted to basically, I thought if I record the rest of the video using this microphone, then you can actually hear the quality for a longer period of time and not just me doing my little test. So obviously now you'll be able to hear it a little bit more and make up your mind whether it's one for you. So if you're looking for a microphone for streaming, gaming, both obviously, or content creation and things like that, things like what I do here on YouTube, then I can definitely recommend this. I personally think the sound quality is very clear. The background noise was minimal. I can't really hear anything, to be honest with you. You let me know what you think about it. You might be able to hear a tiny little bit. The PC I've got at the moment is a little bit loud at times, so you may hear a bit of that pickup, but I personally think that the noise reduction that's built into this microphone is working really well, and I think that the sound quality sounds really good, really nice and crisp. And yeah, I can't really fault it at all. In terms of other things about it, the obviously mic control's nice. It's nice to have a visual indicator on the actual microphone itself of what the level is, rather than just a dial that turns with notches on it or anything like that. You've got a physical indicator on there of what's going off. One touch mute button on the top's nice. Push it in to change your pattern. Everything's really easy to do, and obviously the button on the front as well, the little touch button changes your RGB modes. So everything's really easy to do, so you can do it on the fly really quickly when you're doing sort of your streaming or your gaming or anything like that. talking to your friends over your games and everything like that. You can switch between stuff if you need to, change volumes if your friends are telling you too loud, or people on your stream are telling you too loud or too quiet. You can get that done straight away, and you can see sort of where you're at. And then obviously if you've got a visual indicator, you can tell whether to leave it at that for next time or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of really easy to use and to obviously become accustomed to. The only thing I'll say as a downsider is the RGB, although it's nice, it looks good, it would be nice to have a few more patterns. It would be nice if Streamplify included software with the products. Every product I've had from Streamplify so far hasn't had a company and bit of software with it, which I feel has let them down a little bit. Especially with when I did the Cam Pro before, you have to find a bit of software yourself, and the one I found didn't seem to record it very well. I know the camera can do better than that because in the live view it was better, but anyway, that's obviously in the past video. I am going to do a short about that soon, just clearing up the clarity on that, because I believe I can get better out of it. So it'd be nice if they included a bit of software, and especially, and obviously if they don't include the software, they could include more RGB stuff so you could control it from your computer and do things like that. But it's one of those, it's not a necessity, but it's just a nice to have. So let's talk about price. As you can see behind me, I've got it up on Overclockers UK here. Obviously I'm in the UK, so I'll give you UK prices. I'm not sure if it's availability in the US and anywhere else. Overclockers are a subsidiary of Case King, which I believe is a sort of Germany company, so you should be available in most of Europe, but in terms of America and things like that, I'm not entirely sure. If I find the link, I'll put it in the description for you. But currently it's at $79.99 here, so £80 here in the UK. I assume it will be very similar in euros, 80 and 90 euros, something like that. So it's not a bad price at all. It's sort of, when I bought my Yeti a long time ago, I think that was about £100, so it's cheaper than that. So it's not the cheapest microphone and it's not the most expensive, but for the quality you're getting, I believe £80 is a decent price to pay, to be honest with you. So let me know what you think, guys. If you think the quality of this microphone is any good and you're considering buying it or anything like that, give me a shout, or if you've got any sort of ideas on what you would suggest is a comparable one to this or anything like that, I'm always happy to hear in the comments below, so please drop me a line in there and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's given you an insight into this microphone and whether you want to purchase something like this. Like I say, I can recommend it definitely. Price is okay, is decent, to be fair, and the sound quality is absolutely fantastic. Really impressed. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.